turn is a very good card for us. And I'm going to be betting that much. I'm probably going to jam the river as well. Maybe not. I might not jam the river. I mean, the guy's a reg, isn't he? I don't really know if he's a reg or not. I'm just gonna jam. I do need to make the affiliate status before I can add a subscriber button. So, guys, I need to get another 15 followers. We gotta get to the affiliate status. I need 15 more followers. So, click that button. So that you can also learn how to make the 7BB. Well, I think I just lost that pot, so I might be, well, to be honest, shouldn't queens be winning there? I mean, he has ace-king suited, right? I think that's, yeah, that's pretty much just a flip. Should we be check raising the king jack here? I mean, if he's betting half pot, he doesn't really look like he's trying to shovel his money into the pot. I mean, these fish can just be fucking weird with ace king. On the river, I think that I'm going to just donk jam. I think if he has aces, yeah, I mean, as I was thinking, like, he's just gonna be fucking retarded with his bet sizings. So this is like, I've learned my lesson over the years that I try not to interpret, I mean, I try not to interpret the fish bet sizings too much. The guy had quads. He flopped quads. I think I'm gonna have to bluff this. However, I'm a little bit nervous that he can just... I think I'm gonna have to bluff this. I have the king blocker. I don't think he has anything good. He's also betting really small. He also doesn't look like to be a huge fucking fish. So... I mean, we get the bluff through. We have the blocker. What the fuck is happening here? I'm actually really confused. I was not paying attention to this hand. What the fuck is happening? Does he ever have a 7? 7-6 is blocked. Is he gonna be betting this size? I don't even remember what his other sizings were. I'm super scared to jam this because I don't remember the action at all. I was just clicking buttons because I had a combo draw. I'm just gonna jam. Hope that he doesn't have a ace-7 or 8-7. He might have a straight. He could have overpairs. I'm gonna have bluffs. I'm gonna be bluffing a 5. I'm gonna be bluffing pocket 8s. Probably can bluff pocket 8s. I think 8s would be a really good bluff here. 8s that block the trips. And like maybe some hearts. Maybe something like ace queen that unblocks the hearts and spades, or ace queen with a spade. Ace queen with a spade. Or maybe ace queen with like a queen of spades and then an ace that blocks the trips. Oh my god, there's so many possibilities that we can use to bluff jam. What is up, guys? Already getting the action started here. We are in an annoying spot. I think that we can cold 4-bet the jacks. This guy has a very high 3-bet percentage. And I think that I'm going to be betting something like a 1/3 pot here, and then jamming pretty much any turn. And yeah, gonna be jamming the turn here, and hope that he doesn't have pocket 7s. One time. The guy looks a little bit loose, a little bit of a loosey, laggy reg type. Those regs typically are not very good in low limits, so it is possible that he just calls every pair. Yeah. Please no 9. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I don't know. I feel like that's something that happens in The Sims. Versus button and cutoff, I think it's a mandatory call. Versus MP, I'm really not sure, so I'm just gonna fold until I get good. I just gotta get good. Like, I'm not trying to get 15 BB here, guys. I'm just trying to get a clean 8 to 10 BB. That is my goal. That is my goal. I think that we are going to be potting table 1. I think that we rep this board very, very hard. I think that both players don't have fuck shit here. Okay, well that guy wants to play with me. We just rivered the nuts. Holy shit. I really don't know what they have. I really don't know. I think I'm just gonna pot again. I really have no fucking idea what's going on now. I think that it's very likely that they have 2 pair whenever the 10 hits. Queen 10, king 10? I'm blocking, I'm gonna go for a check raise. I think that somebody might have 2 pair. I think it's pretty likely that somebody has 2 pair whenever this 10 hits and they both call the turn pot. And, oh Jesus, they check. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know, guys. I don't think that I mean, are they ever going to be checking 2 pairs themselves? Jesus fuck, this guy checked 2 pair. Okay, so maybe that was not a good river check. If they're checking 2 pair, then I think that my check is a disaster. It's really, really bad. We're just gonna 4-bet really fucking big versus this fish. So he just snap calls. I guess he has jacks a lot of the time. We're just gonna start betting. I really thought that my check there 3-way when we're really deep was going to be the correct play. It kind of felt good at the time. And here we're going to just bet the turn. We're gonna bet the turn, just jam the river. And that's a really nice river card. I think we're just gonna have to hope that he doesn't cold over the fuck out of us with pocket jacks. Oh my god, we won the pot. That was a 300 big blind pot. So we made up for our fucked up mistake with the nut gut shot on the river. Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad. My bad. If anybody's watching, what do you think? Do you think that my check on the river there, three-way, was really fucking bad? Was it just retard alert level? Because I don't think that I can just start 3x, 4x jamming the ace-jack there. The guy on the button didn't look to be like the biggest fucking fish in the world. But, I mean, he did check the king 10. That's my bad, my bad. I think I should have, just gone for a pot bet. I'm going back and forth. I'm really kind of not that sure that my check was that bad. I think that one of them could have potentially either value bet worse or bluffed like a broken flush draw. Maybe it's not my best moment. Maybe I'm just hungover. I could just be hungover. Maybe I'm not making the best decisions right now. So I think it can get in there at some frequency. This guy I'm just gonna mark as a nit, because whatever the fuck he has, he pussied out. Whenever the jack hits the river, he doesn't really have showdown value with the ace king any longer. I'm gonna be bluffing ace 10 pure, so let's see if he had blockers. No, he's not really blocking queen x. He's blocking ace 4. He's unblocking my folds. The jack is a really good card for him. Ace, ace. So yeah, we just lost some money there. Yo, man, facts, facts, facts. Saw your face on 2p2. Seems like a lot of drama from your old thread. Yeah, man, it is crazy, crazy. I was honestly trolling the fuck out of everybody on 2+2. But 2+2 is super acid. Super, super acid. Very poisonous environment. I have like 30 or 40 people blocked. Like, nobody there is there for poker content. They're just there to watch people light themselves on fire and run around screaming like a headless chicken. That's what they're there for. They are there for the drama specifically. If you didn't look at the thread too much, you might have missed the fact that I was living in Thailand for 2 years. Table 2, I really kind of don't like this spot very much. I mean, we have a7 suited, but the guy's not even a full stack. So I guess we're just gonna have to... I don't know, guys. Are we gonna be stacking off here with a7 suited? I think I'm gonna have to... Well, I think the queen is... I think I'm gonna have to call here. I mean, the guy kind of looked like a whale type. I felt like this guy could just kind of be spazzing out with some airballs. If he has queen 10 or queen jack, he could just very easily snap jam the turn, because now that it just has gut shot. And I don't know, I have top fucking pair versus an obvious fish, a potential whale. I mean, I don't really like the flop pot bet, but I don't think that I'm going to be defending ace7 and then folding the flop whenever I flop top pair versus a 50 big blind stack. I just don't think I'm going to do it. Like, if he takes my money, then okay. In cultures, everybody is like the cultures are just so different. Everybody's so nice, they're so friendly, they're so laid back, you know? I really, really loved it. The food was so good too. The food was so good, and it was cheap. Okay, this is a disgusting spot. This is a really disgusting spot here on table 2. I actually don't even really remember what happened here, to be honest. I'm actually just gonna fold table 1, the ace king off. And I'm actually just gonna fold the ace queen as well. The guy has a 31-31 with a 0% cold call. So he could if he's a reg, which it's kind of leaning that way, I think that he's pretty much just gonna have ace jack and jacks like literally 100% of his range there whenever he half pots the flop 3-way. Maybe he has pocket 4s. And then the ace king offsuit, I'm like super deep versus what looked like to be a very passive fish, and he 4-bet fucking huge. So I know that the fish 4-bet more tight than the regs do, so versus a reg it would be an easy call. The ace queen, I think that we can raise sometimes. However, I just rolled an 80. So if the guy half pots 3-way on a board where he has nut combos, I mean, we really just don't have to defend, because also we have to remember that the other guy is still in the pot. The other guy can still have ace king, ace jack, and jacks. So if we're calling the half pot bet, and then we have another guy that could potentially be uncapped, we're fucked, even having ace queen there. So here, we have a very easy jam here. I would be jamming any 8-6, 6-5 of spades, 7-6 of spades. Basically, yeah. I have some spade combos that can jam. I should be floating the flop with some king 10, king jack of spades that might want to bluff. Yeah, okay. Ace jack off. Get fucked. I guess it's a GTO call. He's unblocking my bluffs, that's for sure. Bluffing that river enough. And I don't think that he's going to be thin value betting widely enough. So I'd rather just donk bet my straight and fold versus a jam. Because he's still going to have some flushes. I mean, okay, we're just going to have to stack off with the ace king here. One time. I need my 8 BB. Oh my fucking god, he hits the 2-outer on the river after I suck out the turn. Oh my god, we are running like death. We are running like death. As we see, we're actually $100 under EV, so if we suck out like 10 times, then we're just basically back to break even in EV. So whenever we keep not sucking out, I consider that running like death. I think that's how math works. If we get sucked out on 20 times, and then we continue not sucking out on them, I think that means that we're still running like death. Because it should switch. Like, we should go ace king versus kings, and we should be hitting the ace, you know, to even it out. So when it doesn't happen, I think that we can say that we are still running like shit. But I'm not a mathematician. Maybe it doesn't work like that. I don't know. It makes sense in my head. Vietnam also has... I love the food. like the Asian style street foods. I think that's actually one of like the best things about it. Thailand and Vietnam. I went to Vietnam for a week because that's where I needed to go to get my visa for Thailand. I know it sounds weird, but they make you go out of country and then come back. So Vietnam has a embassy. So I did go there for a week. It was very, very stressful, very high anxiety for the first few days because the way that people drive, like the highway systems, you have like literally 200 fucking motorcycles in like a line of like 6 in one lane, and they're all about to fucking kill each other. And a lot of them have like they're just carrying babies like in their arm, driving like 50 miles per hour with like 100 other motorcycles like weaving in and out, and they're all honking at each other and shit. And whenever you try to cross the road, like literally nobody follows the traffic laws, so I always felt like I was just gonna get dead. I was gonna get ran over and shit every time I tried to cross the road. it was fucking crazy. You know, subscribe. Like, if you just want to follow me and watch, that's fine. But the subscribers are gonna have certain perks. So if you are trying to learn poker and you want to have some one-on-one time, I'm gonna do Raffles, and we can do some of those like hand history review things where you send me a video of your play and I can review it. Or you can send me your database. I'll do a database review. As long as it's like HM2, not Poker Tracker. I think that we're gonna have to float the ace queen here. Yeah, even versus half pot. I think I'm gonna have to float the ace queen. It is our best non-pair hand. On the turn, it makes no sense to be bluffing the ace queen. We have a fuck ton of ace queen off, ace jack off with clubs that can bluff. Here on table 1, 4-bet pots, the in position always has the advantage in flushes. However, the king and 9 are blocking a lot of them, but they can still have like 8-7, 7-6, queen 10, queen jack, ace 10, ace jack. So I think that it does actually make sense to check a lot here. Or maybe bet kind of biggish and then jam turn. I don't really care that I'm blocking top set too much because they don't really have a lot of king X to begin with. The 4-bet defenders are usually condensed into middle pairs and then flushes, and then I'm actually just gonna raise. And yeah, I mean, he just has the fucking Jesus fuck. Ah, we're running so fucking bad. Why is he raising this? Why is he raising that? Holy shit, guys. Like, I could literally just have fucking ace jack of fucking diamonds, and then he raises me, and what am I gonna do with ace jack of diamonds? I'm gonna fucking snap fold. Oh my god. Like, they're just not thinking. They're just playing like monkeys. Holy fuck. I'm gonna be overfolding here whenever he jams on me. Or he raises my half pot 40% bet. Jesus. Like, he has absolutely no reason to raise that. Okay. So this guy just isolates to 10 BV. I don't know what the fuck that means. Does that just means he has aces? I think it means that his range is certainly very, very, very strong. I think that one of the main reasons that we would be cold four betting ace king there is because we expect some folds some of the time. Like, we're gonna gain a little bit of EV by having him fold some portion of his range. Like, that seems obvious, right? But whenever a 14-14-0 who seems a little bit nitty isolates to 10 fucking BB, I don't really see any reason why we would be 4-betting ace king there. Because if we 4-bet ace king, he could just have aces and kings. He could have queens and jacks, and those are just gonna never fold, or they're gonna jam on us. So we didn't invest any money in the pot already. I don't know. I just don't really see any reason to fucking do anything there with ace king. Table 1, the guy is spazzing the fuck out with something. I think I'm just gonna let him continue bluffing. Obviously that river is fucking terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. But I mean, it only happens like 14% of the time, and even if it does happen, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna be checking the river 100%. So he could still just be spewing the fuck out of whatever he wants to spew. And he can still call. So I don't think it's as dangerous to just call the turn versus a potential range that could just be spazzing out with some random shit and just wants to bluff. He just feels like bluffing. So I want to give him that chance to bluff. I don't know. I feel like that logic makes a little bit of sense. If we had info on the guy and we knew that they were kind of not a big retard fish, like just a normal fish or a nit fish or something like this, then I would be a lot more happy to just jam the turn, because their range is naturally going to just be strong, and I'm not going to expect a lot of random spews. But the guy is like donk potting the flop, potting the turn. It just feels to me like he could potentially just be a retard, and I don't think that I need a jam. So 4-5-6 versus the MP, it could be possible that the fish are going to be calling all of their pairs. I'm not really sure. I think we're gonna bet, however, and we're just gonna jam it in. I mean, we're drawing dead as fuck right now. Jesus fuck Christ. Fuck my life. Holy shit. I mean, that's a pretty dangerous board if we think that the fish are going to be calling all of their pairs and all of their suited connectors. It's not that bad versus a reg. A reg that's like playing somewhat correctly pre-flop. So we could argue that I should have just checked the queens. However, I think that queens is the one combo in our entire range that feels like it wants to bet the most often. I think it even wants to bet more than jacks, because at some frequency they actually have queens pre-flop. So if we bet jacks and they have queens, that's bad. So if we have queens, they're not really gonna have kings, and they're not really gonna have, like, they're gonna have jacks. So I think like I would be checking every other combo, and I would also be checking queens some of the time as well. But I RNG'd a low number there. And then versus the check raise, also queens just kind of wants to get the money in. It's just a really shitty spot. a really, really shitty spot that I'm almost never ever going to lose my stack there because I'm going to be pretty much checking like 90% of my range. We have about 30 minutes left in the stream. This ace I think is pretty bad card. I think that we can check the 10-7 at some frequency. However, I'm gonna bet this time. And we're never gonna check or bet fold unless he shoves on us. So yeah, I mean we have a very easy call here. One time, guys. Poker gods, please give me the 8BB. Give me the 8BB. Holy fucking shit, we're running like death. How do we miss this? We have like 80 cards in the deck. Like, there's like 1,000 fucking cards that we can hit here to hit the nuts. And we brick the fuck out of it, so... The 8BB is not coming back today. And we're gonna 3-bet 10s. This guy can fuck off with his min open. We're gonna 3-bet our normal size to 11BB. Inner wuss. Yeah, you are an inner wuss for min opening in 10-L. Probably not the optimal size, just saying. In a high rake environment where there's a lot of fish. Just saying, guys. Like, you don't have to take my advice. I personally just don't think that min opening in this pool is going to be optimal. Oh, this board is kind of shitty to bet ace queen. We can just check back. It's fine. We have the nut flush draw as well. So here we're going to bet half pot. This guy just snaps, so I'm going to label him a whale. I'm not folding. I'm certainly not folding anything here. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a shitty spot on the river. I think we pretty much have the best hand here. And I think that both of these guys could potentially be fish. And I'm just going to bet half pot. I don't really think they have anything good. I'm a little bit nervous that one of them could just be trapping with ace king though, to be honest. So I also think that it's possible that when it's multi-way, that the fish could start folding things like ace 5 or ace 7 on the river. And so I don't really want to bet super, super big, because I do think that they can start folding, well, to be fair, they do have trips. Even ace deuce is going to have trips. So maybe an argument could have been used that I should go bigger than half pot. But it is multi-way, and I think that they can still have some traps. They can still have some ace kings. If somebody bets bigger there with the ace queen, bigger than half pot, I couldn't see anything bad about it. I couldn't see anything bad. I think it would be perfectly acceptable. But maybe like 2x jamming and things like this might be a little bit too much. Has to bet ace 10 there. Holy shit. He has to bet ace 10. I was about to bluff the ace jack, but then I'm thinking like nothing really makes sense. Like if he like, why is he checking every street? He's either checking like a pair that doesn't want to bet, right? Well, I mean, usually I just expect him to have either like some pair that's not a king, or ace queen. So ace jack is one of those combos where I feel like I don't really have any showdown value, but I also don't really want to bluff. But I mean, okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What is that? Ace king? Here we go, guys. An all-in moment. And we hold up. We hold up with our pocket kings. Next month. I kind of hope that it's not like super fucking big, because it's going to be a little bit tricky to complete them at 10 and L. They're like $300 chests or whatever. That would be a little annoying. Queen 6 suited, I think, can check raise. And we are going to check raise. I think it's fine. I think the turn is a very good card for us. And I'm going to be betting that much. I'm probably going to jam the river as well. Maybe not. I might not jam the river. I mean, the guy's a reg, isn't he? I don't really know if he's a reg or not. I'm just gonna jam all in. I have blockers. I have blockers to the straight. Okay, I mean, he had fucking quads. I know that he's a reg because he bet 1/3 on the flop. I have blockers to the trips. The 6 is blocking Jack 6, which might be, I don't know, he might not be opening Jack 6, but blocking the straight, I think blocking the straight is actually better than blocking the trips. It's whatever, guys. I mean, we're gonna bluff there sometimes. We can have boats. We have pocket 8s. We might have even like Jack 9 offsuit. We have Ace Jack offsuit. We have Queen 10 offsuit. We have a lot of nut combos. So if we are jamming Queen 6 that blocks their straights, then it can never be bad. It can never be bad. He had quads. GG. Well played. I mean, I would just assume that regs in this pool are not complete morons and they know how to fold trips there. It seems like a really easy fold, to be honest. To fold trips. The trip combos that he does want to call could potentially be the trip combos that are blocking straights as well. So I block that. I block his Queen Jack combos. The ones that are probably, I think he would prefer calling Queen Jack rather than King Jack or Ace Jack. So I think having that Queen blocker is, I think that's one of the highest EV combos in my range to bluff. He did kind of slow roll me too, didn't he? I think he did kind of slow roll me.